Hello, you beautiful Hattrick managers. 2018 is about to end, the year that brought us 5 new countries in Hattrick. Next week we'll start 2019, and on that note, the final cup matches in those new countries will be played. It's a great time to see who will be the managers lifting the trophies in the new world. Hey guys, I'm Uncle Mish and I wanna wish you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Hope you enjoy the holiday with your friends and family. It's a wonderful time to think about the next year and set some new goals. I would love to share a couple of things happening in my life. The major one, I got engaged to my wonderful girlfriend. I love you, Lena. Tiff! And also, me and a fellow Hattrick manager, Dor Benzion, managed to do an item about Hattrick in the National Sports Channel. I might talk about this maybe in the future. Right now, I would love to focus about the cup finals in the new countries. I'll make an overview about each game. Watch out for the Sri Lanka one. And I will conclude this with some tips for the managers that might help them lift the trophy. Let's start in Comoros. We'll have Redler Boys playing against Fana 88. Redler Boys is the third team of the Dutch manager Boy Wonder, while Fana 88 is managed by the French manager Rod Lon. If we'll take a look at their squads, we'll see they are filled with veteran players. Those old players really help you boost your ratings, especially in your first season, and that would be the main strategy used by all teams in the video. The road to the final, Redler really had a very easy victory in the quarterfinals, but they struggled in the semis, being underdogs against Team Rayo Comoro, and they should probably had lost this game, but they won it and made it to the final. Team Fana 88 won their quarterfinal game pretty easily, and they really stepped it up in the semi, destroying their opponent, producing outstanding ratings and really impressing me in this game. If I'll have to set my prediction, unless Redler Boys has some more juice in their midfield, Fana 88 should take the trophy. For Curacao, we'll have Team Zandra Bandera playing against Hamunaptra. Zandra Bandera being the third team of the Polish manager Lucas, while Hamunaptra is the third team of the Colombian manager Don Ronnie. Both teams using veteran players to get those nice ratings and reach into the final. Talking about the road to the final, Zandra Bandera is a midfield-oriented team. They were reaching formidable rating both in the quarter and semi-final to win midfield and take it all. But it wasn't the case for Hamunaptra. They really struggled in the quarter-final, losing midfield control and getting the win only after extra time. The semi-final was even harder. They were massive underdogs in this game, as you can see here, losing midfield, losing defense-attack ratios, and being very lucky to win this game and reach to the final. If you'll ask me who is the favorite between Zandra Bandera and Hamunaptra, I will say only this: midfield will win this game. But Hamunaptra producing overall higher ratings, I think if they'll concentrate their players towards the middle, they should probably lift the trophy. Next, let's visit Guam. We'll have Surfing Coconut playing against Merizo Pirates. Surfing Coconut is the team of the Austrian manager Tree of Pain, while the Pirates are being pirated by the German manager Private Paula. Not surprisingly, against both teams using the veteran strategy, 36-year-old players to reach the final. Talking about the road to the final, well, the Surfing Coconut is a midfield-oriented team with some nice attack ratings, winning comfortably both the quarter and the semi-finals, even reaching midfield rating, formidable rating. In the midfield, yeah, in the midfield. While the Pirates struggle in the quarterfinal against Garfield Wild Angels, they probably should have lost this game, but they made it through and they won. But their semi-final victory against the White Walkers was pretty comfortable. If I'll have to conclude, my favorites to this final would be the Surfing Coconut, because their midfield control and very nice attack ratings should bring them the trophy. Another stop on our list will be Sao-Tome and Principe. I'm so excited to speak about this country because my third team is located here. In the finals we'll have Palmeiras playing against Canway Pirates. Palmeiras is managed by the Brazilian manager Lucio Wiener, while Canway Pirates is the second team of the Taiwanese manager Edward Canway. Both managers using veteran players, and Palmeiras have a very nice set of specialities on almost every player. If we'll talk about the road to the final, well, both teams were pretty impressive. Palmeiras is a defensive oriented team but with very nice midfield addition. Overall, their attack is okay, but they didn't really struggle both in the quarter and semi-finals. Same goes for Canway Pirates. They're very all-round team. Their defenses may be slightly worse than the defense of Palmeiras, but their midfield ratings and attack ratings are slightly higher. If I absolutely had to guess the winner of this final, I would probably say Canway Pirates are slightly favored to take the trophy, but it could really go both ways and we are up for a very exciting final. The last country we are about to visit is Sri Lanka, and just wait for this. Final, you haven't seen anything. We'll have Team Colombo playing against Ceylon Tier of India. Tier Colombo is managed by the Spanish manager Los Ninos, while Ceylon Tier of India is managed by the Italian manager Los Gemelos. Both managers using the veteran strategy, veteran players to reach the final, and that makes it the only strategy anyone could use in their first season. And boy oh boy, wait for their road to the final. Colombo struggled so much in the quarter-final against a very midfield-oriented team. They were dragged up to the penalty shootout to reach the semi-final. There, they just exploded against a fellow good team, Alpha Waste Tigers, but Team Colombo producing a magnificent midfield rating with nice defense and attack ratings as well. While in this time Ceylon had a very comfortable victory both in the quarter-final and both in the semi-final, producing very nice ratings as well, outstanding midfield rating and excellent defense and attack ratings. And those are the best ratings that I've seen in the semi-finals throughout the whole new countries, which makes it the most anticipated final that I would really want to know who would win it. If I'll have to set a prediction, I would definitely go with Team Colombo. This magnificent rating in the midfield is just massive, and unless Ceylon has an ace up their sleeve, I'll have to go with the Spanish manager. I promised a few tips that could help the finalists lift the trophy. So let's start. I have 5 tips for you. First of all, save your players in the league games. You don't want them to get injured or carded missing the big one. Second of all, upgrade your squad. If you have some free cash, go to the transfer market and spend it. Just upgrade it wherever you can. If you don't have any money, I have another solution for you. List some of your best players for sale. Just set up the deadline to end only after the final is started. If you'll get some bids on your players, it will free up some cash that you could use to upgrade your squad. Tip number 3. Get to the final in the best and maximum team spirit and mods the game. If you can't reach the maximum team spirit, consider lowering your training intensity in the upcoming training. It will boost up your team spirit. It might ruin your player's form afterwards, but it won't matter because you already won the game. Tip number 4, it will be consider man marking, because in those close and tight matches probably midfield control will decide everything. If you'll buy or if you'll use a high defensive, probably and preferably powerful player, and you will man mark his best inner midfielder, it could destroy his midfield ratings and thus getting you a very important lead. And the last and final tip, use your tactical decision and substitution in a good way. This means maybe set up some conditional substitutions in case you got a 2-0 lead or something like this. Go to a defensive formation and try to win the game this way. Don't let the match engine run too wild. Or if you are in a deficit, try to improve or upgrade your midfield ratings or attack ratings. And that would be it. For everyone else, really hope you enjoy my content. If you do, you are welcome to subscribe to the channel. But more than everything, just remember, Hattrick is more than game, it's a community. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.